Shalom, this is Sudden Sky, and welcome to part 2 of Yoshi's Island. And the gimmick to this stage, there are going to be a bunch of Chain-Chomps trying to fall on us. And when they hit the ground, they'll form these giant pits, which you want to be careful around, because obviously you don't want to fall into them. And I haven't really gone over this in the first part, but you could ground pound, and you usually want to use the ground pound to hit these sticks that are sticking out of the ground, and sometimes there'll be red coins in them. And here's the part where we really utilize our egg throwing ability to break through these rocks. And this is a pipe that infinitely spawns out Shy Guys, which we will want to use because we don't want to waste some of these eggs. And this stage sort of reminds me of a time when I was playing Mario's RPG, and there was a part where Bowser gets a weapon called a chain link. It was basically a really small chain chomp that Bowser used to throw at his enemies, and it came with some really humorous dialogue, but Yoshi transformation! Wow, the acoustics in here are amazing. Anyway, in some of the parts of the stages, there will be parts where Yoshi will have to turn into a vehicle to traverse through the stage. And in this one, he happened to be a helicopter. And I don't know what that echo was about, but it was very grand, if I do say so myself. I should probably stop recording in these auditoriums, but now we're done with the stage. Aww. We weren't that lucky this time, I'm sorry to say. To increase your chances of getting a flower, you have to get more flowers that are actually in the stage. The more flowers you get, the more flowers that will be on that hoop thing that you jump through. And this is a cave stage. And I know the songs in Yoshi's Island can get a little repetitive, like reusing the song for many of the stages, but at least they're good. Like, you never get tired. Well, sometimes you get tired, but for the really good songs, you just always want to hear them. If you know what I mean. Like parts that you just heard right then. For some reason, that part of the song always had a soft spot in my heart. But if you disagree and you'd rather much hear the baby crying, then by all means just keep rewinding to the parts where the baby is crying and go ahead and listen to that. I'm not telling you, I'm just suggesting it. But for beginner players, that's the sound you'll most likely hear all the time. I know I always get annoyed by it. But here I show you a little, sort of a mechanic in the game. A new one that you probably haven't seen already. But if you get the egg to be the color red, then when you hit an enemy, a bunch of starmen will come out of it. And if it's yellow, a bunch of coins will come out of the egg if you hit the enemy. Like I show you here, with these annoying piranha plants. I just really get annoyed by the piranha plants, because when you get eaten by them, and they sort of choke on you, like I was saying in the first part, they always are a real time consumer. And yay, we got the flower! But they're a real time consumer. And the longer you're in there, the more time the baby is crying out and you're wasting your time. And the toadies will swoop in and take baby Mario like the little weirdos they are. The rules are explained to the right of the little bonus challenge. 3 Mario heads will give you 5 up, 2 Mario heads will give you a 2 up, and 1 Mario head will give you a 1 up. And I got a 2 up. Not too bad.